it's a special occasion. It's a special event. 100 years of your federation. Playing against one of the top teams in the world and having a sellout here at IFK. We want to kind of celebrate that the right way, and I think we saw not a lot of good things on the field. A little bit tense then towards the end. Didn't need to kind of concede the last 2 goals, but overall, good performance. We saw a lot of things that we wanted to see. Having a player like Clint Dempsey on your team is just a privilege. I think if I look back, I think this is one of the best players probably in U.S. history. If you see him perform almost now every game on a very, very high level, so huge compliment to him and the entire team. It was obviously, as you felt, it was hard. It was not easy to keep the tempo. Germany struggled with it, especially in the first half. And to keep the tempo in all 90 minutes is pretty much impossible. But I think they hit the wall several times and they kept going. And I think it's a very deserved victory. It helps when you have these games. You measure yourself with a team that can play a high tempo that really kind of forces you to always to go both ways. And this is on the top level nowadays. If you play these teams, Belgium, Germany, or you play Brazil, or you play Spain, you have to be ready to go both ways and to be good defensively at the same time. You want to push forward, you want to create chances, and there's so much that we know that we have still to improve. But looking towards the qualifiers, I think it helps the players that they see they can go that tempo, they can keep it, and that's why I didn't want to start too early. I wanted them to go through a little bit the pain, to get when you're tired, you hit the wall, you got to go again. It's just we thought, well, we give maybe somebody a little bit of a rest. Then after 60 minutes, I said, no, we got to go a little bit further because that's what you face them when you go down to Jamaica, and they will just try everything, to interrupt your game, and I think now they adjust just to that grind. It's just a natural grind that goes on, that they're the 1-against-1 battles, and even fighting through temperatures like this. It's important, and I think opponents like Belgium, like Germany, or this caliber of opponents can only help us to get to the next level.
Kelly.
Jurgen, can you just comment on the quality of Clint's strikes and just elaborate on what makes him a privilege for you to have him on your team?
Well, I think the most important part in Clint's game is he highly talented? Does he have all the tools that you need to have to play in the highest level? Yes, But what is far more important, he has the drive, he has the hunger. He's not satisfied. He's not satisfied today with scoring 2 goals against Germany because he will be maybe a little bit more satisfied if he scores in Jamaica. He always looks for the next game. It is just in his own being. He's just having that inner drive. He's asking me, what's next for me? What do I have to do? I want to push myself. And this is something. This is one of the reasons why I made him captain, because the other players can look at him. They see this kind of hunger, they see this drive, and they see also the moments when he maybe gets upset or something like that. And this is really important for our players to get that hunger and drive, and push yourself. I think Josie can learn so much from Clint, and is learning, that they will start to have, a chemistry. They will start to have an instinct for each other. That comes by time. It's not coming overnight. But with his game right now, Clint, he's right on top with the best players around, and certainly the top player in the United States. And having him partner going forward is important because he sends signals on the field. He sends signals to his own players, but he also sends the signals to the opponent, and that's what you need.
Jeff Carlisle.
Today, but what other parts of your attack were working to enable them to get on the end of those chances? What did you guys do better the attack today?
Well, I think, after just having had 2 or 3 days for the Belgian game, it was almost impossible to kind of get a rhythm. I think today we set the tone right from the beginning. We pressured them high. It made it very difficult for them to play out of the back, which they love to do. And we were right there on their toes. And this is what you need to do every game. You got to do that. Every game you have to win your battles, and you have to move off the ball and create stuff. I think there was a far higher pace in our game, better understanding. Michael Bradley coming back in, Fabian Johnson. We had moments where we really passed the ball from the back into the front line. With 5, 6, 7, 8 one-touch balls, and that's what it is on the higher level. You don't have the time, for 3, 4, 5 touches. You've got to go through midfield really with speed, and we can do that, but obviously we need to constantly work on that. We need to remind them that, and today they did a very good job. Overall, very positive, no doubt about it. Obviously you want to avoid them the last 2 goals, that looked nice before 1, but one nicer. I think Brad Evans showed exactly what we wanted to see. I think it was definitely worth it. And I planned that with Sigi Schmidt, in Seattle already a while. We discussed that a couple of times. And I always, I said, for Brad, breaking through our midfield line is very, very difficult. Having a German Jones and Michael Bradley be really set in there. I always said, he can play actually on the right side, he can play on the left side, but he has the vision, he has the technique, he's strong and good in 1-against-1s, and he doesn't shy away from overlapping and going up front as well. So I saw that opportunity coming up with these 2 games. I didn't want to throw him from the beginning against Belgium because he came from a 4-0 defeat, with the Galaxy, flying out and only Monday coming in there, and for him already jumping in right away in this group takes a little bit of adjustment. But then, we trained the last couple of days, and I saw that he's ready for it, and this gives us now a good option. This gives us stability there. He took his chance. Simple as that.